Did you know that there's a surefire way to master the freestyle, and not only master it, but boost your performance to another level? So many people try to fix too many things at once, when in reality, you gotta fix freestyle issues in a certain sequence. In this video, I'm gonna show you the exact order you should fix your issues in so that you can be the best freestyler you can be. I'm so excited to show you this. I'm Lukas Siska, welcome to the channel. I'm so glad you're here. No matter if you're a beginner or advanced, if you approach your freestyle in this sequence and don't move to the next step until you've mastered the previous one, your freestyle will skyrocket. Number one, breathing. Number two, get effortless with perfect body position. Number three, rotation. Number four, that's when you master your catch and pull. After that, number five, the kick. And lastly, the freestyle recovery. One thing that a lot of people don't realize when it comes to freestyle breathing is that when they breathe in, they need to breathe out underwater. That's it, you just need to exhale. Look at Michael Phelps, let me show you what I'm talking about. You have to exhale when you go for a breath in swimming, and this drill right here is going to teach you how to do just that. But people say, hey, when I exhale and then go for another breath, I start choking on water. Well, don't you worry, that's what this drill is all about. This drill is about teaching you how to exhale, come up for air, and then exhale again. It's all about that rhythm. When we're doing bobs, guys, you want to exhale out of both your nose and mouth. And you see me doing it in a rhythm here. Maybe at first, when you first do it and come up for air, you start choking on it. That's why you need to go super slow in the beginning and then pick up your pace. The goal is to do it faster and faster so that you can mimic what you do when you go for a breath in your stroke. Now, once you've got breathing relaxed, we'll teach you how to put it into your stroke the right way rhythmically, but first we need to move on to the next thing. Let's get effortless. So the key to becoming more effortless and buoyant in the water is to extend your body to the max. Now, if I want to show you how extended you need to be, I want you to take a look right here. I have a pull-up bar right here. And what you want to do to feel that extension is just simply hang from the pull-up bar, let gravity pull your weight down, and see how extended your torso and my arms are. And if I put my head in the neutral position where it would be in the water, my back is totally flat. That's the position you want to be in when you're swimming. That's how you get more effortless. So we're gonna do the drill that I believe is the most helpful in getting you to be extended and real floaty in the water. It's called the Superman drill. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna kick on the wall, practicing that maximum extension that we did with the pull-up bar. Then I'm gonna push away from the wall and I'm gonna kick myself back, all the while maintaining that extension. And you'll see as I stay extended, my body will stay right at the surface. And that's what we want. Now that we have maximum buoyancy and freestyle is easy, let's put that breathing that we did at the beginning comfortably into our stroke. Onto the wall. Now let's do the same thing with one arm. Pull down, exhaling under the water, and as we turn our head to the side for a breath, inhale, exhale, inhale. That's right, guys. We're just trying to put this into our stroke. And now we're gonna progress from doing it here on the wall to using the kickboard. And guys, if you can't kick, use fins here at first. Look at me here. I'm just turning to the side and I'm going for a breath. Open up for a breath, close it off. Open up for a breath, close it off. Now we're gonna take a kickboard again and we're gonna use two arms, but same side. Breathe, close it off, use the other arm. Breathe to the same side, close it off, use the other arm. Breathe, close it off, use the other arm. Now we're gonna take the board away and we're gonna do the catch-up drill. This is basically front crawl swimming. Breathe into one side, closing it off, using the other arm. Breathe into one side, closing it off, using the other arm. And again, guys, fins can help you with this if you're new to swimming. After we master it with fins, we take them away. First of all, let's look at some common mistakes to rotating, and maybe you might fall into one of these. If you do, we need to fix it quick. Let's take a look at my non-swimmer wife in comparison to Michael Phelps. She does something that a lot of swimmers do that is really hurting her freestyle. Yes, that's right. That is so classic. Her butt is going one way and her upper body is going another. So she's just kind of wiggling and snaking through that water as you saw in the video. This is so common, guys. There's an imaginary line right in the middle of our body, and if you cross it over, it's gonna throw your stroke way off and you might fall into that wiggle like we just saw. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of the wiggle. Let's get rid of the disconnect between the arm and the legs. Let's get perfect rotation. Let's look at Olympic champion David Popovici. His stroke is an example of perfect rotation. He's tall and gangly, stretches out to the max, but he doesn't over-rotate. He's going to the maximum point of where he can grab water without going too far and causing the wiggle that we saw before with my wife. This is a great example of perfect rotation. This is what we want, guys, just beautiful. With my wife, that was one extreme. Then another common extreme is not rotating enough, just staying totally flat, pulling that arm around, not moving the hips or shoulders at all, and just swimming flat on the water. Not only is this not aerodynamic, it's just totally like swimming with the brakes on. Guys, we can't pull any water like this, and we're just not gonna reach our best swimming freestyle totally flat. Let's again compare to the great Michael Phelps with my athlete before we fixed his stroke. At this point, my guy was totally flat, not grabbing any water, just slipping through and being full frontal, putting the brakes on with the way he was swimming. Look at Michael's stroke, amazing. One of the easiest ways to establish perfect rotation is to do it on land first. What I want you to do is to stand shoulder width apart, stand up straight, stick your arm out right in front of you. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna rotate to the correct length without over rotating and without under rotating. So just stretch out as far as you can without moving your legs. This, guys, right here is what you wanna do in the water. When you do this in the water, you will be maximum rotated without over rotating. Because if we over rotate and go like this, that's when the wiggle and the snaking starts coming in. And the same thing, if we under rotate and we just stay like this, we're full frontal, creating all kinds of drag. So remember, stand straight, use your arm to just rotate to the max without moving your feet. Let me show you how that looks like from the back. I'm gonna rotate and go like this. And you can see my other arm right here is already ready to jump into action. And that, guys, is a simple way to establish perfect rotation on land first. Now it's time to build on that perfect rotation. Let's learn how to catch and pull the water the most powerful and efficient way. A big problem that people don't know how to catch correctly is simply they don't have the swim flexibility to catch correctly. What I do with many of my swimmers to fix their flexibility is to just get them to stretch 5 to 10 minutes with swim stretches every single night before bed. As soon as they can get their arms and shoulders in this position opposed to this position, they can catch more water. Why? Because when your arm comes in like this and you can get your shoulder in close proximity to your head, you can put your hand in the right spot to grab more water. So many adult swimmers, they come in like this. Guys, you don't have any power in this position when you're trying to grab water. That's why swim flexibility is so important. Simple streamlined stretches like this, finding a wall, putting your arm on the wall, trying to stretch your chest, doing the Michael Phelps stretch like this. Simple stretches like that can just boost your swim speed big time. One of the simplest fixes that you can make without even doing anything to your technique, except this fix, of course, is to just firm up your wrist. So many people heard that you have to be loose and relaxed in swimming, and that is true, but there are points in your stroke where you have to be firm. So when your hand enters the water, you need to immediately firm up the wrist. A lot of people just let it go limp, and guess what happens? You miss water immediately. The next big mistake is so common. I would say 98% of adult swimmers have this issue. And that, of course, is the dropped elbow when you pull through. And this happens for a few reasons. One, because people come in and they just stay flat. They don't rotate properly. When they try to pull down, it forces the elbow to drop. And then another reason is just not being aware of it. You need to think about that when your arm's in the water, the wrist is beneath the elbow is beneath the shoulder. And when you do that, you're over a barrel and you can pull so much more water. This is weak, this is powerful. Push the water down properly. I've got to rotate, get that elbow high, and then look, from this position, I've got power. I can use all these muscles and I can push way more powerful. Now, for those of you that have that problem of making yourself way too tired with an over kicking kick when you kick, now we're gonna focus on you a little bit. What you need to first realize is that your body position is off. You probably had stiff, rigid ankles and you were trying to kick like crazy to keep yourself afloat. But the problem is your body position needs to be better so that you float without doing that. So all you have to do is just extend your body to the max and your back half will rise to the top. And then I want you to take that one slow kick and we're gonna put it into your stroke where you're just gonna kick with one arm and then kick with the other arm. And that's called the 2-beat kick. Having a 2-beat kick is just a relaxing way to swim. Some of you might know the YouTuber Adam Oceanwalker. This is the way he teaches his swimmers to swim. It's a great way to get you to relax and not overkick. The only problem is you don't want to be stuck swimming like this forever because you can't progress to a faster type freestyle. But it's an excellent way to just get the hang of being comfortable in the water. And guys, if you want to know your true swim potential in this moment, I want you to take my quiz and we'll give you a score to let you know. Look in the comments below, click the link and find out. Finally, we need to fix our freestyle recovery. If you try to fix it too early, everything else will just feel so overwhelming if not fixed. With the recovery, the main thing you need to worry about is making sure that all effort that you do is pushing you forward. I'm gonna show you a specific example that comes up so often when it comes to the recovery. Some swimmers, and I would say about 60% of adult swimmers, when they have their recovery arm coming around, instead of having all your momentum and power going forward like this, they pull out and then they try to catch the water like this. Guys, that's not how you catch. You have your momentum coming forward with your elbow and shoulder and your hand on the recovery going to the water. As soon as your fingers enter the water, then you can catch it from the right spot. When you come around like this, that's just gonna mess up your whole stroke completely. And a good drill for this is the fingertip drag drill, and I'll show you that in just a second. Going back to the basics and fixing the freestyle in this sequence can unleash some free speed. It can literally take your freestyle to another level, no matter what level you currently are. Now, if you have issues with freestyle kicking and it's been a big time problem for you, I've got an in-depth video on how to make it easy. Check it out here. And I'm Lukas Siska. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Take care.